The great knitting debate, weaving in ends. Do you wait until your project's finished and weave them all in at the end? Or do you stop every few rows or rounds and do them as you go? Well, I don't do either. I knit them in as I go, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do. I'm coming up to the end of my round here, and according to my pattern I need to change from this teal colour to this light blue colour here. What we need to do is weave in the new colour before we finish this round, and we'll weave out the old colour when we start the new round. We go in the next stitch as if to knit, we bring in our new colour, place it over the top with the tail to the right, and then we grab our old colour and only pull that one through. In our next stitch, in as if to knit, we need to go under the new colour, grabbing the old colour, again under the new colour and through. Again, knit the next stitch as usual. Then we go under the new colour, grabbing the old colour, only pulling that one through. Once that's anchored, I don't want to waste all of this by having to cut it off. So I'll pull it through, just leaving a little tail. Once this is all blocked and dried, and you know all of the tails have wiggled into place where they need to be, you can then cut this off. So we can continue, knit the next stitch as usual, then we alternate by going under the new colour, grabbing the old colour, back through. Knit as usual, under the new colour, grabbing the old colour and through. So that is that round finished. So I now need to start knitting with my new colour. So we'll bring the teal forward, keep it out of the way. Again, going to go into the first stitch, knit as usual, into the next stitch, under the old colour, grab the new colour and through. Again, alternating between a regular knit, under and through. Now how many stitches you need to do this with will depend on what kind of yarn you're using. This is a very sticky, non-superwash wool, so you really don't need to weave it in very far at all. But if you are going to use a very slippery superwash wool, then you might want to weave it in for some extra stitches. What you can do is, if like me you're used to knitting with two colours Continental style, you can put both yarns in the one hand with your old yarn to the left, and just like you would catch the floats in Colourwork, you knit as usual, then under, knit as usual and under. If you're an English style knitter, you can keep a hold of the yarn you're weaving in your left hand, go into the stitch as if to knit, then under the yarn you're weaving in, throw your yarn as if to knit the stitch, again under the old yarn and knit as usual. Regular knit stitch, under the yarn you're weaving in, throw and back through. Once you've done that, you can then just carry on knitting with your new yarn, and you can cut this off just leaving a little tail. As you can see, those ends are all woven in, completely invisible on the front side and barely visible on the back side. and it takes no extra time than knitting.